Alright, what's going on, guys? Today, why do I keep saying that? What's going on, guys? This week you guys voted on the frontside heel flip, so that's what we're gonna learn today. So this is what the frontside heel flip looks like. Appreciate you guys always checking into the videos, participating in the community vote. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is your foot placement. I think this is the most important because you really want to make sure that you're flicking off with your heel. The hardest part of this trick for me is the flick, making sure that I actually catch a good flick so the board completely spins around and it doesn't do this or do this. So you really want to make sure you have a good flick for this trick. Feet placement, you put one foot here, anywhere in this area. This is your flicking foot, that's where I put mine. And then your back foot, you want to have it in the pocket, right in the pocket. So you want it anywhere in this area. I like to have mine like directly in the pocket. Next, only trick I think you really need for this, because I learned this before I had like heel flips for real. You really just need a solid front 180. You can, if you have heel flips, obviously it'll make it easier to land because you know how a heel flip's supposed to rotate and it'll have a better flick, but you don't necessarily need a heel flip. I learned this trick before I learned regular heel flips for real. Now the pop. This part is pretty important. So you want to work on this technique and you want to do this. You're gonna really want to work heavy on the second technique because you're gonna want to make sure you have that scoop every time so the board can turn around full 180. Next is working on your flick. So to do the flick, you want to find a comfy position where you're using your heel and you just want to slowly kick off, slowly kick off, slowly kick off. Definitely practice the flick before you just start throwing the trick because it's going to make it a lot easier. And you see how far up it's flicking, so you got to understand that you really need to make sure that you know where your flick is. Because if you don't get that flick, it's going to go primo and you're going to hurt your feet every single time. This is a big primo trick. So next up, this is everybody's favorite part. This is the secret hop. The secret hop to this one is you're gonna wanna kick out as you turn. So usually you kick first and then turn. This one you wanna kick out basically at the same time as you're turning because you'll almost hook the board and make it spin, which will make it easier for you to land. So you gotta keep that in mind. This is what it looks like without the board. This is what it looks like in steps. You want your 180 to come from your leg kick, from you doing the heel flip. That's also where your 180 comes, and that's how you're able to guide it and actually land. This is what it looks like with the board. A little slot, but that's what it looks like with the board. So you really want to make sure that you have your feet set up, one here, and as you pop and flick, that's what's making the whole board rotate 180, and then you land it. Some troubleshooting with this trick. Sometimes you'll flip the board and it will go primo, or you'll flip the board and it'll do this, or you'll flip the board and your body won't spin with it. You'll end up actually in the middle. So to stop all of that, you really want to make sure that you have a solid 180. You want to do the heel flick process, so just go like this. Go slow first so you could actually feel where your foot is going to flick off, and then speed it up. So once you speed it up, you should know what you're doing by the time you're speeding it up. If you don't know what you're doing, then stick to just going slow until you really feel the flick. And then if your body's not turning full, so it's looking like this. See how the board's in the middle of me, but my body didn't turn. So what you want to do for that is you want to set up and a better 180 stance. Because naturally, when you do this trick right and your feet aren't above it, it should almost either do a big heel or spin 360. So it would spin like a 360 heel flip. So when you're doing it correct and you don't land on the board, it will spin 360 heel flip or a big spin heel flip. This is me not landing on it, and I'm just showing you guys how much it spins by itself. So yeah, that's how you do the frontside heel flip. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. Appreciate you guys always tuning in, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.